Hey guys, what's up? It's NK Plays here, and today I'm going to be doing my video for the week on South by Southwest. So South by Southwest is going to be tomorrow, or today by the time I upload this, I'm not sure, probably tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about my hopes and predictions and stuff like that for Sonic, because he has a panel tomorrow, and this is usually where they announce their biggest stuff for the year. So first, I just want to talk about some things that I think are guarantees, some things that I think are possible and are more likely, and some things that I'm just like, I'm not sure, but these would be cool. So starting off with stuff that's guaranteed, we're probably going to get a movie trailer. The movie comes out in what? It comes out in November, so like 8 months, and we don't have a trailer yet, and this just seems like a prime opportunity to show the trailer. It could be shown at Sonic's panel or at, for whatever reason, the Kids' Choice Awards panel. I don't know why they would do that, because that's next Saturday, but it's probably going to be shown tomorrow at the Sonic panel. I think they're going to talk about Sega Ages Sonic 2, with it potentially releasing right after, which is unlikely, but it's still possible, because I'm pretty sure they've already confirmed Sega Ages Sonic 2 is coming, so they'll probably just talk about like the new features and stuff, and information like that. We're definitely going to get some Team Sonic Racing news. It comes out in 2 months, and we still know very little about the game. We know only a few of the tracks. We have some of the songs, we really don't know anything about the story, except for some screenshots, so I think this is, like, we're going to get, like, a story trailer. I think that makes the most sense. And then I feel like what we're going to get is a 1 or 2 games, potentially, be announced. This is just me getting my hopes up, and I know we might not even get anything. It's entirely possible that we don't get anything new, but I'm saying that if we are going to get something new, I feel like that we're going to get what kind of how it was in 2017, we get a mainline game, and then a side project, or 2 side projects, because I feel like a mainline game is likely, because Sonic Forces came out in 2017, and it's been 2 years now, and I feel like we might get a game announced for 2020 or late 2019. So before we go into that, some other things on my list for potential announcements. I think a new cartoon is very likely. There was something about that on Twitter where somebody leaked it by accident, and yeah, a new cartoon, is possible. It could be something related to Boom still. I don't know if they're pushing for that anymore. I'm not entirely sure if Boom is still running. I haven't been keeping up with it, so excuse me if I'm speaking out of term. But yeah, I think a new cartoon is possible. I'm really hoping it's not like the movie and it's just Sonic in the real world, and I really hope it's not like Sonic X. I think if we're going to get a cartoon, I think it should be Mania Adventures styled, like, 11 minutes or so, just take up half the slot. I think that'd be really good. I think that would do really well, because Mania Adventures was awesome. It was really well made. The animation and music was very crisp, and it was entertaining to watch, even if it had no voice lines. So yeah, a cartoon like that being aired on TV or just on a streaming service would be probably pretty successful. And I think comic reveals are pretty much a given. We've been getting a lot of the comic news, the IDW stuff. I don't read the comics. I would like to. I haven't gotten into it yet, but I think the comics, they're going to show up at some point. So into the games, some things that I think are possible. One thing that I think is kind of likely, I'm not going to get my hopes up because I want this so badly, and I think it's possible, and it's like the perfect time to do it, but I don't know, is something related to Sonic Adventure 1, because this year, I believe on September 9th, is the US release date anniversary for Sonic Adventure, and I feel like there's a very good possibility we could be getting a remake. I remember there was some news about the potential of a Sonic Adventure remake from somebody at Sega, or it could be, a remastered trilogy like Crash and Spyro got, which is extremely unlikely. If it was a trilogy, it would probably be like Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes. But I doubt that's going to happen. That's extremely unlikely. I think if the most we could ask for a remake is Sonic Adventure 1 and potentially 2. And yeah, I think Mania 2 is very possible because Sonic Mania was an outstanding success. It brought some of the highest review scores Sonic has gotten in years. And overall, it was just a fantastic game. They'd be crazy not to do something with that again. And, 2 years, okay. We got Mania Plus just a year ago, so asking for an entirely new game to be revealed and gameplay shown immediately, it may be a little too much to ask for, but if they are working on a new game, then I think a teaser is to be expected. A Sonic RPG. Now, hear me out on this one. We haven't gotten a Sonic RPG, I don't think, since Chronicles, and I personally like the game. I know most people didn't because it broke this golden rule of Sonic, which is having good music. I like the opening theme though. I still like that a lot. But I still think it's a possible idea. We haven't gotten one in a long time, and with RPGs from Sega being successful, Atlas having Persona and other companies just dipping their toes into RPGs, and you have Mario and Rabbids release, and just Mario has a bunch of RPGs and Sonic really doesn't, so I think it's entirely possible we could be getting one. That's one of the more unlikely options, but I still think it could happen. I think a port collection is an idea that could be happening. A port collection, when I say that, I mean Sonic Generations, Colors, Unleashed, all in one game and released on other consoles in HD. So just kind of a remaster of those games will be released in HD on the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I think that is actually pretty likely because those games were incredible and they had pretty good sales for the most part. And I think if they re-release them now or sometime in 2019 on modern hardware, it'd be able to, they would improve on some of the faults of the games, fix bugs and just add little extra content here and there. And I think it would make for a pretty solid remaster pack. I think that would be an excellent idea. So lastly, one that's actually pretty likely is a new Boost game, because they took 4 years to develop Forces, I believe that's right. And I think 3 of those years were developing the engine, and 1 year was developing the game. So the engine was done, and now they have 2 full years to work on the game, and probably more time, because it probably won't come out till 2020 if they do announce it. A new Boost game seems pretty likely. It'll release on modern hardware, I really hope they learn from their mistakes, add some tweak the new engine to add drifting and just features that were missing in Forces that were key things for a Sonic game. I think they really need to spend more time working on the level design, make it longer. I think they really need a good story this time to hook people in, or just pull a Mania, have almost no story and focus mostly on gameplay, but I know that's not what they're going to do because it's a Boost game and they never do that. So yeah, I think if I had to make my predictions, just what I think is the most likely thing to happen is the movie trailer, Sega Ages Sonic 2, Team Sonic Racing news, the new cartoon, comic reveals, and something related to either a Sonic Adventure remake or something related to Sonic Adventure in general, Mania 2, or a Boost game. I think something along those lines, one of those 3, is the most likely. My wish is that if I could pick, I would say we get all the stuff that I mentioned previously, the remake of Sonic Adventure, and Mania 2 or the port collection. I would love a Sonic RPG, but I don't feel like they should be working on one currently because they already have a side project Sonic game coming out this year. I think they should focus on the mainline games. Mania 2, it's been a year. I think we should get some news on some sort of new classic game. I think that would be pretty cool. And a port collection, I would much rather have than a new boost game because I want them to spend as much time as possible on a new boost game to make sure it's the best it can possibly be so we don't have another Forces situation. Sorry, Austin, I'm just telling you what I think. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Those are my hopes and predictions for South by Southwest. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all. Have a nice day.